So check this out. There's a pause on the tariff with Canada and Mexico. And the funny thing is, even if Canada wanted a trade war with us, right? They depend on the US to such a degree. I think it's like 30% of their economy is exports to the United States. 30%. And then we only rely on them for like 2%. So to think that they could even win a trade war with us is just not very bright. And anyways, so it says Pierre, well, I'm not even going to try and say that last name, calls on Ottawa to send troops to the Canada-US border. The Conservative leader called on federal government to send Canadian soldiers to bolster the Canada-US border, hours after Mexico staved off US President Donald Trump's tariff plans Monday by agreeing to deploy thousands of troops to its own shared border. It says, we must recall Parliament now and put Liberal Party power struggles aside so that we can adopt this plan to save our people and secure our borders. The plan immediately deployed military troops, helicopters, and surveillance to the border to spot and intercept risks. The Conservative leader's demand was made before Prime Minister Justin Trudeau secured a tariff delay of his own, which saw Trump's order to impose a 25% tariff on almost all Canadian goods and a 10% tariff on Canadian energy products, also postponed for 30 days. You know, the thing is, Canadian energy products, the thing is, we need to get energy independent with oil, with crude, fossil fuels, all that. We need to get energy independent with nuclear. The East Coast depends partly, very, very small amount, but big enough to worry about on Canada for their energy. And we need more nuclear reactors. It's we're not going to be able to handle this this country with all these electric cars without nuclear reactors. You know what I'm saying? If the liberals want all these electric cars everywhere, you gotta have nuclear reactors. Either that, or what are you gonna do? Burn coal? You know what I'm saying? What you know? So there's only so many options right now. So nuclear reactors, it's clean. We need to be self-sufficient. I think that'll probably be one of the next things. I'm not sure if it's already in the pipeline or what. But it looks like, everything's postponed so far. And that's great. It gives us some time to kind of get more independent, honestly, because that's what we need to do. And this is the whole point of the Tariff War, is so that this country can become the power that it used to be. We need steel factories. We need oil refineries. We need nuclear power plants. We need so much that this country is, and with China, we depend on China way too much. We are way too dependent on other countries, and especially countries like China that could give a fuck less about us. And China don't give a fuck about anybody. Look at the car situation in China, in Russia. There's I think it was something like 30%, or maybe even more, of no, I think it was like 60% of cars on Russian roads are Chinese, and a lot of them, majority of them, break down within like a few months or some crap of getting them, and they rust out, and they're just there's total trash, man. They send trash to all these countries, and they get you dependent on their product, and then they start really sending the trash over. I've noticed when COVID happened, oh my gosh, serious problems with whatever we were getting from China. And it's probably just gotten worse, honestly.